with the best strategy. All right. Okay. Now, this is what I don't want. I don't want one sentence response.
We have to write it down.
That will never fly. No, as a group, you have to come up with your strategy. Okay. Imagine that you and your buddy are hiking in the woods when you are suddenly confronted by a mean, hungry grizzly bear. What do? You don't have time to sit down and think about it. Actually, you only have to outrun your buddy if you really think about it. But you have two choices. You either fight or flight. You can try to outrun the bear, or you can choose to fight the bear. When confronted by an emergency, the body has a natural response by the autonomic nervous system. So your mind will decide two things. Either I'm going to fight or I'm going to take flight. Okay? Now, this is what you're going to do. As a group, you're going to choose one of the two. If you choose flight, you have to figure out a strategy of how you both survive.
Oh.
Okay?
Who's both?
You and your buddy. Wait, two friends.
Okay.
Okay? If you choose fight, you have to figure out between two people, okay? This is only two people. You have to figure out how you're going to fight the bear.
Do we have guns?
No guns.
Wait,
All you have
in Texas?
is the forest. You have the
there's also
forest.
But we
I
have
don't think there's any
Hey,
bears
hold
in
on,
Texas.
time out.
No, there's not. I know.
Red logs,
You have the forest, and you have your backpacks.
which has a
Your
gun.
backpack.
Your backpack has essentials for
I
hiking.
carry.
So you have some rope. You do not have a gun. You have a knife.
Spear.
Okay,
Okay, I have an idea.
you have no flare gun. You have food.
You'll listen to my stupid
Okay.
ideas.
Yeah,
All right, Ari, what is your
I
question?
have some logistical questions about the bear.
It's a grizzly bear.
It's a grizzly bear.
How big is
Okay,
it?
is it hungry?
Yes.
And does it have children? Like
No.
around? Okay.
How big is it?
Oh, that's a good
It's a big grizzly bear. Now, here's the situation.
Male.
Grizzly bears are known to find food even within locked cars of trucks. Okay, so there's a true story. In Alaska, there was a grizzly bear that broke into a big, huge semi-truck because there was a lunchbox of food. It was just in a parking lot. It broke in by smashing through the windshields to get in.
Yeah.
So bears will do anything for food. All right. Okay, here we go.
What kind of food was it? Do we have that specific food in that backpack?
Okay, you've got 5 minutes to answer this question. 5 to
Do I
7
have a
minutes.
big juicy steak?
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Throw the food and bowl.
Wait, what?
And climb up a tree.
No, you don't want to bolt immediately. You want to throw the food. Wait a
I'm a
second.
fast
Did that
then
go away?
bolt.
Oh, hey, sorry. Wait, I gotta turn. Sorry, I have to move on right now.
Good idea.
You run down the hill because the hind feet of a bear are longer. And
So write a story. I was walking through the woods.
Me and my friend and I.
Oh, that was too much.
distracted by the you're climbing a tree.
You do not climb trees.
Grizzlies
Yeah, but they can get at the bottom and then
So we're doing like chucking the food and then dipping.
but then you don't cross the other one.
that's fine. You get around the
Yeah, let's
Set
find
no
it.
rope around trees.
Oh,
Let's
911.
Oh, that's true.
I'm just gonna
So what if we
So my-
cannot run side by side though? If you like,
So
we
we're
can be like
running, right? We're not fighting it. We
What
have
do
a
you want to
knife.
do?
The knife's not going to do anything to a grizzly bear.
Yeah, right. I stabbed
Unless
in
you
the
stab it in
eyeball.
the eyes, but it's a little too tall for that.
No, not for
pull
me.
it out just to make sure that if it tries to get you,
Yeah. Stop it anyway. Depending on how big it is.
It's probably going to be a not to look confrontational against the bear.
You jump on its back.
So what are we doing? Are we fighting it or? What
Yeah,
are we choosing?
well, you see it. You run up it, you slide through its legs, get under it, and when you're behind it, you
or
jump on its back.
throw the rope into the tree, swing across the tree with the knife and slit it down the
Like Tarzan?
Oh.
That's like not. Huh?
What would you do then?
I don't. Because you swing through the tree with a rope.
I don't understand
I
why
was
they would
I'm
give
trying to make it a visual for y'all. Why do you appreciate it?
I appreciate
We're
it.
fighting and one friend has to be bait.
Me and Zeb.
Me and Tobias.
More like,
Tobias, you
here's
beat
what's
me.
gonna happen. The bear will stand up and go
Downhill.
roar,
Yeah.
and then Zeb stands up and goes roar, and then
Because the
runs
bear's
away.
gone.
This is always
All
But
right, you have 3 minutes to come up with a valid strategy.
I say
Tobias,
we open
Tobias,
the
you're the big 'cause
backpack
you run
with the
faster.
lunchbox and we drop the food and
I'm
we
setting
walk
up the rope
slowly
around
back
two
away
trees.
from it, and then as soon as the bear is occupied,
Yes.
We're not.
What kind of food do we have? Do we have a juicy, bloody steak in our
no, the
backpack?
point is we have food, but we need to like
Just so happen to have
cautiously
it.
open it so the bear knows where the food is and that it's not us. And then we just walk.
Do we
Well, I
have
think
a?
they could- Can't they sense fear or something like that?
Only in a
Do we have a picnic basket?
Well, they'll come after us too. We're
The
bigger
point is
than
not
the
to be
food.
scared. Don't be confrontational, but don't be scared. Just be like.
You see a grizzly bear, right? You're gonna get scared no matter who it is or where you're at.
I don't want to go pet it.
You be safe, but relaxed would be bad.
That's true. I do get what you're saying.
What are you writing?
My imagination.
Or
Y'all
your-
wanna agree with it and say it wrong.
Are you
So what is it?
Where are you
It's
writing?
basically
We're
like just
setting the
say,
food down.
Toss the food to
No, not
Toss,
toss.
set the food down.
You
Don't
know,
throw
we
food
have-
at the bear.
Well, yeah, but you don't set it down right in front of you.
Why not?
You have to toss it closer to them so they don't come near you.
Okay.
No, you put it down, and while you put it down, like when you open the backpack and you open the food, and you just
They
start
don't like
walking
sudden.
backwards.
They don't like sudden
Good.
movements.
You
You gotta
walk
be slow.
slowly, no matter
I
what.
have drop the backpack.
And then
you
once
open
the bear's
backpack
occupied,
and
once
expose
you're
food
a little distance
and
away,
knives,
then you will
slowly back away downhill and make yourselves look big. Once you're good.
Don't listen.
Is there a lake nearby?
It's a forest.
Why would you run into a lake?
Because bears are slow swimmers.
They still know how to swim.
It's a forest, so if there's a lake, there's a lake.
There's
And
probably
if
water.
you didn't get that far into the
Bears
forest
don't
and there
like
just
swimming.
happens to be a parking lot there with a running car.
I gotta make sure this makes sense before y'all read it.
There happens to be a lake with a
20
road
seconds
and
left,
somebody
guys.
left their keys in it.
They have a harpoon.
I guess we have to take
Let's see.
No,
My
don't read
friend
it out.
and I
Don't
were
read it
walking
out.
through the woods.
Don't read it like me.
See a giant.
See, Jack.
so sore.
Why does it just say see a giant grizzly bear? Not
All right, you got
saw
30
a
seconds.
giant grizzly bear.
Because it said we were walking through the woods already.
Oh, this is in the present tense.
Yeah.
My friend and I
doing
walking
right
through the
now.
woods, see a giant
We're
grizzly
in the
bear.
scenario.
Yeah,
Immediately,
your
we
answer.
went
Yeah.
out the food pack
Is it a good one?
pull it out.
No, I just
Probably
I guess
not.
you can counter her.
They didn't give us a lot to
Tomato,
work with.
tomato.
And slowly walked away.
That was my first.
I gave you enough for a
Yeah.
valid.
Oh, better right now.
I'm just curious to see if that answer actually happens or not.
That'd be funny.
What else you got, Tori?
In the woods with the
What else
bears.
have I got?
Is there like
Yeah.
an
What, I have
actual
to come up with
answer?
everything.
You did not come up with anything.
Is there like an actual answer in there that
Nice.
no? Did you
Just
make
say-
up your own answer? Or you
Not
just
make
make
it,
that?
just research.
I would rather not talk about it.
She's basically a bear expert.
I'm a bear expert.
What else should we do? Climb up a
Okay.
tree?
No.
I want you guys to select one representative.
She is this.
Wait,
We're
oh,
coming
I
up
thought
here.
about it. Mason.
And
No, I
presenting.
didn't. Let's go.
Nose goes.
Really bad.
Oh.
Okay, hold on,
Oh,
hold
read it.
on.
I already read it.
Let me see.
This group is
I
going
got it.
first.
Oh no. That's
Oh,
good.
no.
Get the letdown out of the way.
Yeah, get the failure.
All right, come up here.
Do you want me to
All right,
do it?
everybody else is listening.
Tobias,
Huh?
do you want me to do it, or are you good? Oh, okay, he managed.
Almost fell.
No socks.
So,
Professional.
my friend and I, walking through the woods, see a giant grizzly bear. Immediately we remember the food we packed for lunch. We pull it out, set the food down, slowly walk away because bears don't like sudden movements, and then we book it. And then we're away scot-free.
All right,
Yep. That's what
that's a
we
good
got.
strategy.
Dope.
Way to give him a hand. All right, Ari.
Okay. bear comes, we're gonna drop the backpack, we're gonna open the bag, expose the food, keep the knives, slowly back away downhill, and make ourselves look big. And then once we're a good distance away from the bear, or the bear gets distracted, we're gonna run away, find safety, not die.
Alright, good. Okay, you guys are both right.
So there's not a winner
Yeah,
here?
we both answered the same
You
way.
answered it the same way.
I think they're listening in on our conversation.
But we wrote a story.
You that
But
doesn't
you
look like a
guys turned
story.
your backs on the bear.
And you didn't
No,
go down
we
the
backed
bear.
away
We could have added
slowly.
more detail.
Backed away.
Yeah, I
Amazing.
said backed away. She wrote it down as a walk
Yeah, and you
away.
guys said downhill. You know, bears are faster when they're running downhill.
No,
that's actually a lie.
They do somersaults.
Okay, so last question.
Yeah, I don't want to write this.
And you guys are going to answer this as a complete classroom. Okay, and actually each individual person is going to give their, just wait a second. You're just going to share with the class your immediate perception. Okay? Okay, I want you guys to imagine the most dangerous place in the inner city possible.
Which city?
Okay? It doesn't matter. It can be Chicago, it can be Kansas City, it can be any place where there's drugs and gang violence. Okay? High murder alley. Okay? Your car breaks down.
Oh no.
And you have to go walk a mile to go find the gas station.
We can't
Okay.
like just.
You have to walk the mile.
Do we have a phone?
No phone.
Okay. Phone's dead.
Hey, this is a scenario. Just go along with it. Hold on with the logistics. Okay, so you're walking. You hear somebody behind you. Okay, the footsteps get closer and closer and closer. In your mind, when you feel like they're getting closer and closer and closer, you have two choices. You can either consider them a mugger or consider them a jogger. If you choose mugger, what are you going to do? If you choose jogger, what are you going to do?
So we don't get to look back until we decide.
Right.
Well then, because if it's a husband, it looks kind of scrawny. Maybe we
Okay,
can take
so what I want you to do is first share with the class, do you assume that it's a mugger or a jogger first? Okay.
A mugger in Chicago?
At night.
Oh yeah.
At night.
Oh yeah.
It's dark.
Who's jogging at
A
night?
young woman, I always.
No, it's like dawn, like
Okay,
pre-dawn.
alright.
Yeah.
Oh, so the
if
sun's
it's
still shining.
pre-dawn, I got
jogging.
nothing
So-
to worry about.
So jogger.
Nothing
So
happens.
it's like it's dark enough that you don't know who it could be.
Nothing bad
Right.
happens before sunset.
Okay. Okay. So what is your first reaction? And then what would you do? What would be your plan of attack? You have your keys with you
That have.
that have pepper spray.
So bam.
But that is the only thing that you have. Okay.
Okay.
You also have your keys, which some keys have a long, right?
Not
Okay.
mine.
Okay, so
You know what?
hold on.
Oh.
Did you have any logistics that I didn't answer?
My question was, am I in my car?
No, that's
No.
too close.
Okay.
You're out walking.
I know, but like, was I in my car?
Yeah, you were in your.
Then can I have the resources that I have in my car?
No. You have your keys.
You can't.
So we can't like.
Okay, so now give me
Going like this.
who you think it is, and then what your plan is. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So we're gonna start on this side. Okay. All right, Tori.
I do.
You're just answering it in 2 seconds.
I have paranoia, so I assume it's a mugger.
Okay. And what is your plan?
Turn around and you look aware, and they'll either leave you alone or you just go, "Hey, how you doing?"
Okay.
And see, and you try to keep your distance with them while you're talking to them.
Okay.
But if they get closer and closer and have a weapon, then you probably have to bolt or
Right.
give them what they ask for.
Okay. Macy.
I assume that they're not a jogger. That they're gonna get me. And if they're that close, then I'll pepper spray them. And if it's somebody who really was harmless, I'll apologize and say, you scared me. You scared me.
Zeb.
For me,
What do you think, mugger or jogger?
it would be a mugger.
Okay. And what would you do?
We're all just being like.
If it was a mugger, I would politely turn around, pick them up, and body slam them.
And body slam men. All right. Taylor?
I say jogger.
What?
It's like if you ain't scared, they ain't gonna be scared. So you just walk like you know. You own the
That's
place.
the point of the
I
play
mean,
conversation, you know?
Walk
You
like
might
you
walk
own the place.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
Taylor sees the best in everybody. All right. Tobias?
Good for Taylor.
I'm kind of the same way. I assume the best people.
I like stabs in the stomach.
So I would probably just think it's just someone walking at night because I walk around at night all the time. But if it is a mugger,
Are you the mugger?
no. If it is a mugger, then I'm gonna get in a fist fight with him because then I got a cool story for later.
As you live.
What if you don't live?
Well,
I'm pretty sure most muggers don't cave, just their fist.
Okay, but if it is a mugger, what your plan of attack is? Your fist?
You both.
Or drop kick him.
All right. Okay, Linz.
What is the mugger?
And then if I get
Tell
stabbed,
something for money.
If you, what if you just give them the money?
Oh.
Well, then I say, here you
They
go.
do
There's only
karate.
20 on this. I don't
Yeah.
know how long it'll
first
last.
off, I would say sorry. I don't have any money. I'm a broke college student, so better
Like,
let
oh my
myself.
gosh.
Do it now.
All right.
Long
They'll be like, hey,
All
dude,
right,
give me a
everybody.
partner.
Okay, Lindsay.
I like to be prepared, so I'd probably assume that it's a mugger, and then be prepared for that. And I would look, and if it was, I don't know. It would depend on how close they are
Yeah.
by that point. What I would do.
Okay.
So,
Depending.
depending on how close they are, and if it say when I look, and see that I don't know. So it depends after that point. But if then it's a jogger, then I'm safe and I was prepared for it. If it wasn't, so.
Okay. Quez?
From the hood, so a mugger.
Okay. And what would you do?
I'm not gonna do nothing until they make contact. If they don't do nothing, I won't do nothing. If they do something, then I'm gonna do something.
What are you gonna do? What would your plan be?
My plan B.
What would your plan?
Oh,
What would your plan be?
I mean, I use my strength to my advantage.
Okay. Ari?
I'm assume it's the mugger.
Okay.
Yeah. If I have pepper spray and keys, and if he gets close, then I guess do my best to survive.
You
Okay.
can bite really hard. So.
This is true.
Yeah, bite off.
Bite fingers. We've all seen this movie.
Go for the
Right.
I saw him
jugular.
last night. I know.
All right, Shalom.
I would probably, I wouldn't know because I would look first. I wouldn't assume anything.
But
I
you
would
gotta
hope.
assume. You have to assume it.
Well, then I'd probably assume that it was, I don't know. I'd probably assume it's a mugger, and then I would turn around. And if it was a jogger, I would let them pass me because I don't like anybody behind me when I'm walking. It's just a weird thing. But if it was a mugger, I would probably just get prepared, and then I would keep walking. And then if they make contact, I just run really fast. How far away is the gas station? Like how
A
close?
mile.
How close are we to the gas station?
Okay.
before
So
the
we're
Time,
driving
time,
first?
right. Just accept.
Where we driving?
Go for the boing ones.
Say we're driving?
I'd assume it's a mugger.
Yeah.
Turn around and look, and if they're close enough to me, I have my pepper spray, and then I grab my keys like this and I punch him. And then since I'm a guy, I know all the weak spots, so then I take him out.
Go for the boing ones.
Why are we in the Okay,
I
so
love
the
the
whole
book.
purpose of this is because as an athlete, we're involved in different scenarios, right? And when we get into a high pressure situation, our minds automatically go into fight or flight. And what you've seen time and time again in high pressure, last second opportunities or missed opportunities is that athletes tend to do a physical reaction more than a mental reaction. So when we're talking about the bear or we're talking about the jogger versus mugger, we're talking about what your tendency would be. Would you have a plan mentally or would you not have a plan? Would you physically react instead? So most athletes are going to physically react when the plan or when the action actually happens, rather than having a plan of attack. Okay, so one coach tried this, and it was Belmont. And I don't know if you guys saw this game this past weekend. Belmont got into the last 20 seconds of the game. the coach didn't call a timeout and said he relied on his 18 to 20-year-olds to make the decision and take the pressure on. Okay? So instead of calling a timeout, he had 2 timeouts left. But they had rehearsed their end of game play over and over and over again. So he knew, fully confident, that they already had the plan. But the problem was is that he put all of the pressure and momentum, and the momentum is the biggest part, on those 5. Okay? And yeah, a lot of them were seniors. Okay? So what he could have done as a result is he could have called a timeout, taken that momentum off of their shoulders, then placed them back into the situation calmly. But he didn't. So they have all the pressure, all the momentum, everything. They have to pass the ball in, and they have to react, and they have to act. And what happened is that there was a bad pass made, deflection, turnover. The game was lost. Okay? But that's because as young as you guys are, you're more able to physically react than mentally prepare. And we need to turn the tables a little bit when we're talking about elite athletes and elite performers, to have the plan and not the reaction. Value the plan more than the reaction.